Mr. DiCarlo, you have 1 minute for rebuttal.
Key words she uses are violated. They violated laws. They validated, raped, killed, and murdered people in our country. They're illegal. They have to be sent back. And it's simple. If you're going to hear the liberal agenda of letting them stay, this is Congress. This isn't small potatoes. We have to have effective leadership to send them back. We want to look at them square in the eye and say, you illegally, because I'm for legal immigration, you're not welcome. Under her plan, they stay. And if she's elected as your congresswoman, every time another Immigration Reform Act comes back, she's going to let more stay. We can't allow that to happen.
Again, the primary job is to secure our borders. If we do not resolve to put the resources into border security, nothing else will matter. There is no question that we have to use E-Verify as well. We have to have our employers on board with this. We have to make sure that people who have overstayed their visas are identified. Those people can be escorted out very promptly. But again, unless we secure our borders, we will have no way of controlling this problem effectively. And that must be our first priority. That and using the mechanisms that we already have in place, such as E-Verify, allowing better coordination between our local and state and federal authorities so that those who have committed crimes are summarily deported. There is no question about either of those sorts of measures. Those can be instituted and implemented, but we must secure the borders with men, material, and technology needed to do the job. No Congress has resolved to do that yet. We will resolve to do that. We will have to prioritize our spending accordingly, and that we will be talking about further as time goes on.
All right, time's up. And our next question will be asked by Eric Gross.
Man and Neil, neither one of you have served in elected office before. Was there a specific event that prompted you to seek office? And why did you decide to get into politics? And why did you decide to run for Congress?
And we'll start with Dr. Hayworth, 90 seconds.
Conviction and passion. I am the daughter of a legal immigrant to the United States of America and the daughter of 2 World War II veterans. I was raised to cherish this country, to believe passionately in American exceptionalism. This is the greatest democracy ever to exist in the history of the world, and it is not by accident. It is because of the Constitution, which enshrines the natural rights that were endowed by God upon us, and that we have been able to exercise in this United States because of the light hand of government. That was ordained by our founders and framers who had faith in the American citizen, and that is the faith that I have in you, and that is the faith that motivates me to run for the Congress, to have the privilege of representing you and representing those freedoms. We have a federal government, including our current Congressman, John Hall, that has grown far beyond the size and scope that was defined in the Constitution. We need to return to the enumerated powers, border security being one of the issues clearly that the Congress does have to deal with, instead of nationalizing enormous chunks of our economy. In December 2008, when the supermajority was elected, I became convinced that we would need a resurgence of small government, Republican, conservative, and I also have the independence endorsement, values represented effectively in our Congress. Given my background as a physician, as a small businesswoman, and as a wife of 29 years and mother, I felt that I would have the opportunity to serve effectively.
Time's up. Mr. DiCarlo, you have 90 seconds.
I believe in Jesus Christ. Our founders believed in Jesus Christ. They believed in a higher power, the Creator, who is Jesus Christ. I'm running in this election because the Holy Spirit, God told me to run. And it's a simple truth. It's not rhetoric. It's not American exceptionalism. It's obedience to God. That's when I'm running. But this is the key. When you listen to God as a faith-based person, you also listen to the details. My opponent just said before that she said that she's willing, and this is on record, it's being taped, that people who overstay their visas have to be deported. Studies have shown that over 50% of the illegal aliens that are here have overstayed their visas. So I'm sure Dr. Hayworth, when I'm in Congress, will support me in deporting them immediately. Second thing, it's very important that we focus in America on faith. Our founders focused on faith. I am 100% in pro-life. I'm 100% a faith-based believer in God. That's why I am running. I want to protect my kids, and this is the difference. I'm a common sense person. I will tell you the truth. People might say that, when Neil entered the race, he was a God freak. The bottom line is, the people, faith-based people, Tea Party groups, pro-life groups, they wanted me on the ballot, and for the first time in 14 years there's a primary, and they don't want any more GOP, socially moderate liberals from Westchester taking control of the Congressional District 19. Pro-life is here. I'm a God-based faith person, and I'm here to stay.